Hello friends, Intuitive Rene here, bringing you a walkthrough, review, and almost, I have to say, an unboxing of the amazing, the wonderful Tarot of the Abyss. I cannot even begin to tell you how excited I am to actually have this deck. I have ordered this deck directly from Anna because I was so desperate to get it, and it wasn't available anywhere. None of the usual places had stock of it, and then I saw on Anna's website that suddenly she had stock of the deck, so I placed the order so quickly, desperate to get my hands on this deck and so excited to have it. I got the slip in the post box this afternoon to say that there was a parcel at the post office, and I jumped in my car so quickly to go off and get it. And then I have to show you, I'm going to just show you my parcel that arrived. So this is the box. I've just scratched out my address details, but look at it. Look how squashed and damaged the box was. It's like an elephant sat on it. That side is okay, but this side is really not. So of course I panicked when that happened. I'm going to just drop that on the floor. I completely panicked when my box was so damaged because I thought, oh my gosh, is my Tarot of the Abyss going to be broken? There is a little bit of damage in this corner, but you know what? If I didn't point it out, you probably wouldn't even notice. So I am so excited. Tarot of the Abyss. So this is a black and white deck by the gorgeous and the amazing Anatorian. This is her business card. If anybody wants to get her details, you can see it there. And a little message from her on the back. She says, thanks so much, Renee. I hope you'll love the Tarot of the Abyss. Blessings, Anna. I'm so thrilled. So excited. So yes, you can see even that card is a little bit buckled and bent with the shipping, but it doesn't matter. Tarot of the Abyss is here. Let's have a look at it. So it does come in a pull apart with thumb taps hard box on the back. Let's just give you a chance. You can pause and read if you want to. You can see it is a US Games publication, so US Games have taken over or have produced the deck. So we know we're going to get good card stock. Well, I personally, I don't have an issue with US Games card stock. Let's open the box and see what we have inside. Okay, so we have the top of the box is quite empty. We have got a little guidebook here. I say a little guidebook, but it's actually quite a nice sized one. You all know, if you've been watching my channel for a while, I'm not a guidebook person. I'm not the kind of person who's going to sit and devour a guidebook, but let's just have a look and see what we have. So major arcana, we've got information, no images, but I'm okay with that. But quite a lot of information for each card. For the minor arcana, start off with the suit of swords, much of the same all the way through. So yeah, just a standard guidebook, which I'm actually very okay with. I can see we've got a couple of spreads in the back. Okay, a couple of spreads as in one or two. Oh, and there's an abyss spread. And yeah, about Anatorian. So Anatorian is an artist, illustrator, and art director. After years of working in a creative agency, she was called back to sculpting and illustrating. She is the creator of multiple decks that have gained international acclaim, such as the Hidden Waters Tarot, the Oracle of Echoes, Claire de Lune Lenormand, and the illustration she did for the Bonestone and Earthflesh Tarot. My heart is sore that I missed that, I just have to say. But anyway, her website here, just if anybody is interested, anatorianart.com. Phenomenal. So that's the guidebook. And then we get the cards. Let's take them out of the box. You can see I still have the plastic on them. So this is the backs, fully reversible, for those of you who like reversible backs and who read. I don't read reversal, so it doesn't matter to me, but aren't they just exquisite? I have to say, it looks like it's got quite a bit of a cream coloring to it as opposed to white, but I actually quite like that. It's not edged on the side, but I'm quite happy with that as well. And the artwork, isn't it just exquisite? So I'm not going to let you watch me take the cover off. I'm just going to pause it and take the plastic off quickly. Okay, so I have removed the plastic and I have zoomed in a little bit so that you can see the cards a little bit clearer. I'm going to, I probably am going to say the same things about each card as to how gorgeous they are, how wonderful they are, but actually I'm just going to do a little flip through so that you can see the artwork for yourself. Cardstock is amazing. It is just, I'm going to call it standard US Games cardstock, but I actually quite like it. I really don't have an issue with the US Games cardstock. I quite like it. I love the size of it. It's just a typical standard tarot size. It's not big, it's not too small, it's not too thick, it's not too thin. I really do. To me, this is for somebody like myself who works a lot with cards, who has arthritis in her hands, who doesn't always shuffle very well. I think this cardstock is going to be amazing. So I'm going to put a little bit of royalty-free music on so that you can just enjoy the artwork. And if you want to pause and really get into any of the images or look at it, feel free to do so. And then I'll give you my reviews at the end. Wow. I hope you enjoyed that. Oh my gosh. I must say to you that the artwork is emotional. I don't know what it is about this deck, but it is just, it talks to your soul on such a different level. And I found the images to be so emotional. It really does do something to the soul. Oh, look at that for justice. Isn't it just beyond words? I really am at a loss for words, and if you know me, that's quite a thing. So what I want to do, I'm never at a loss for words. Let me just adjust my view. Hold one sec. All right, just put the screen back. I want to give it a shuffle a couple of times as I just talk about. Obviously, this is now the first time it's getting a shuffle, and let's see. Oh, it shuffles so well. Whoops, I threw one away. Yeah, this deck really does, it just has such an emotion around it, such an energy around it. One that I know is going to work so well for me in my client sessions and even in my own personal readings, in my own private practice. I think this deck is going to help me to work through emotions that maybe are stuck, emotions that maybe I haven't dealt with or faced yet. And I think it's going to do the same with client readings, because there's such a humanism to this deck. There's just such a beautiful feeling of love and acceptance and understanding. And as I said, I really find that this deck gives such an emotion. It gives off such emotion of compassion and understanding. And I don't know if actually that was what Anna had wanted or looked for when she created the deck, but I think it's because it's done by hand and done by pen, and the intentions and the energies that she's put into it is just absolutely remarkable. So I am going to do proper deep work with this deck. I can't wait to fully explore each of the cards, each of the images, and I'm going to be working with it for as long as I can, because OMG, I love it. All right, so I have given quite a lot of shuffling. Let's cut the deck there. Let's see what card we get and let's explore it. Three of Swords. So isn't that just exactly, here I'm saying to you that this particular deck, I find it such an emotional deck. I find that it's giving off such an emotional energy. And if we look at her face, you can see the emotion on her face. You can see it there. So Three of Swords is the card of heartbreak. But what we've got here, oh my God, look at this. So here is the little bird. You can see that the bird has come out of her heart space. She has cracked, and the bird has almost, I'm going to use the word escaped, okay, out of her heart space, and she's setting it free. And as much as that brings her heartache, because that's what the Three of Swords is, it's the card of heartbreak. As much as it's bringing her heartache and pain, she's recognizing that, you know what, it's okay to release. It's okay to let the bird go, even though she's in pain and even though she's suffering. It's in the best interests of the bird. It's in the best interests of everybody concerned. And I do think that's exactly what this deck is going to do for me, or going to do for us. I say us because you're going to be watching my content and I'm going to be working with this deck quite a lot. So the Three of Swords as a first card pulled from this beautiful deck, Tarot of the Abyss. I really am quite happy and quite excited about that. I do think it's telling me that this deck is going to help all of us, myself included, to work through our pain, to work through our discomfort, to clear any blockages, and to release patterns, to release trauma, to release things that need to be released so that we can be free, free like the bird. I love that. Absolutely love that. So I highly recommend, if you are looking to get yourself a new tarot deck at the moment, do get yourself Tarot of the Abyss. This deck is just absolutely gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. And I love the fact that it is hand drawn. I love the fact that it is just created with so much intention, so much emotion. I mean, just look at that. The stories, the cards are giving such a story all of their own. We don't almost need to have understanding of the tarot in order to recognize the message and the story that it's giving, it really is just, I mean, even here, isn't it gorgeous? I love it. So yes, Tarot of the Abyss. I think if anybody is looking to get into tarot or looking to add a new deck to your collection, let this be it. This is my first black and white or you know, single color deck, and I think I have done incredibly well by adding Tarot of the Abyss to my collection. So friends, I'm going to leave it there. I do hope that you've enjoyed my walkthrough. Look forward to sharing this. I'm probably going to keep it for Friday pick a card. I won't use it for the dailies because I want to get as much playtime in as I can between now and then. So look out for Friday pick a card and Tarot of the Abyss. With love and blessings from my heart to yours. Take care.